What up, it's your girl Raven, the Blazing Eurasian, representing Brooklyn Bodega TV.
Oh yeah, I like that. Brooklyn Bodega. I do the General STEELE. You know what I'm saying? Bucktown, USA. You know what I mean?
And we're in Brooklyn right now. And we're in Bucktown. Yeah. We were just discussing right before the camera turned on the whole idea of like artists being so amazing, right? And then so amazing, right? They're so amazing, and then they just, you remember them for like how they like tragically fell at the end. They fell quote unquote off. What do you think? I mean, should cats like just retire early just to leave on a high note, or should they keep pushing and just be careful at the end?
You know what? It's crazy because it depends on, I guess, your love for it. Like, you know, for some people just love, they gotta have their 15 minutes. You know, no matter how crazy they look, they gotta no matter how crazy they gotta get their David Ruff in them. Yeah. That's one of the illest, right? Because Bill Withers, like, he just left the game. I mean, he's like, yo, you know what? That's what y'all want to do? I'm out.
Okay.
I mean, but then you got cats on the level like Dave Chappelle.
Right.
You know, he was doing great, and whatever happened,
right?
You know, he left.
Right.
At the height, like, you know, his show was banging, and he left. And it didn't change anything. It didn't make him less than what he was doing. Like, people was like they waiting for. Yeah. You know, it doesn't work for everybody. If you leave on a good note, then we always love you, always respect you. Right. If you leave on a bad note, we're gonna always that's what's the crazy thing about it later.
I kind of feel like it's a fan's fault a little bit. Like, hear me out, right? So we want you, we're greedy, we want more, right? And then we expect all this stuff, and then if you don't bring it the way we want to, then sometimes we're mad quick to be critical. Like, we should be more patient.
The fans are extremely fickle. Yes, we know. You know, it's like going into a store. Like, you know, if you want a shirt, you know, you want a pair of jeans, or you want a hat, you know, it gotta fit right. It can't, like, you know, it just doesn't, you know, fit right. It's like, I don't really like, can you do it this? Can you a little to the left, a little to the right? Like,
right.
And sometimes, you know, sometimes it gets frustrating, but we all have that moment when we want something to just work. Right. You know, we want to go to a show and we want the rapper to sound like the record. Right. You know, we don't want the extra long extended version of the note. We want the note that's on the record.
We want to sing it along exactly the way we heard it.
Come on, you know. Like,
you're obviously a fan of other people's music too. Do you get like that? Do you realize? Do you have the two sides?
I totally get like that. Like, if I go to a concert, you know, and you do a song that I love, and you don't do my verse, I'm gonna be like, I know he ain't just. I know Bilal ain't just not do the second verse. To reminisce. Yo, you killing me. I'm pissed off. Okay. You know what I mean? But I love music like that, so.
Right. So you take that into effect then. I mean, into consideration when you're performing, right?
Absolutely.
You don't like stop it for our favorite parts.
Nah. I know it's hard too, because like I know people want to hear Bucktown. I know people want to hear Soundboy. I know they want to hear, you know. And it's like, well, we got other songs.
You're right.
We got other albums, you know. It's like. But we got to do those songs.
Yeah.
We got to do those songs, and hopefully, if the energy is in a certain way, you can make a transition without it being so crazy. And like, you just stop my song, like you go right into another hit. Like, oh.
Yeah. You do that. You got an album that just dropped.
Yes.
We want you to plug it. Yes. Talk about it. Tell us about it.
This is the second album of my label, my company. Not a label, but it's a brand, so it's just a label. Bucktown USA Entertainment. Second album is called America's Nightmares Part 2, Child of War. It has 12 tracks on there. It's featuring Dead Prez, featuring Hassan Salam, Haiku, my boy Louis Skaggs is a new artist that I'm working with, Akir, Then I got a whole this crazy track with like 11 artists on there. I got Lynn Q on there. My homies from Arabian Nights, Sphinx and Rush, Planet Asia, Hakeem from Channel Live, Shabam Sadiq, Saint Laz, my man Louis Skaggs, Top Dog, Torre, and Rusty Jux.
Is there enough room for the beats? I feel like there's people rhyming.
Yeah,
over like dead air.
It's like the longest song for 2010 so far.
Yes.
But it's very it's very energetic. You definitely run some laps listening to that in your iPod.
Yeah. What are you trying to do with this album that's similar or different to the music that you've come out with before?
Well, America's Nightmare is my view on it's my social view, my views, my personal views about what's going on in our society and politics, and I address a lot of serious issues on this album, especially because the time we'll be going through in the times like it's a lot of scandal going on in our government, and people are so desensitized. It's due to a lot of different things, not to blame the people, but I think it's a time where people need to be re-educated or re-enlightened. Like, people are not stupid, and sometimes the music can keep you dense sometimes, and I think that music is a tool for upliftment, and it's cool to have some smart shit in the rhyme sometimes.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
For it to be more than just rap.
Yeah.
So definitely check out this. There's a site, obviously.
BucktownUSA.com.
Check that out.
You know what I mean? Social site, my.BucktownUSA. I'm on Twitter, General STEELE.
He's pretty good with responding. Pretty good.
I'm focused. I'm get my Johnny Mnemonic on.
Yeah. New album out. Another album coming out.
Another one. Smith & Wesson is going to be called Monumental.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's album number 5. Duck Down 15-year anniversary as an independent label going strong. Salute Drew High, Noah. Big up to my whole boot camp family.
Yeah.
Sean Price got a CD that's out as well. Rusty Jux coming, he's dropping. The Execution. There's a lot of things going on. Marco Polo, Torre, Kids in the Hall, everybody on the label. It's a lot of things going on. Be on the lookout for Bucktown USA Entertainment, y'all. 2010 and beyond.
Yeah, and hopefully we see these guys again at the Brooklyn Hip Hop Festival 2010. Thank you. Thank you so much. Go Raven. General STEELE. We out. Thank you so much. Go Raven.